Good morning and happy Sunday. It is a little after 10 a.m. right now on 4th of July weekend. And as some of you know, if you watched my last video, I am doing a sprint month this July, which basically means I am really focusing in on a select few goals. If you're interested in finding out exactly what they are, you can go and watch that video. But as part of that, one of those goals is to really focus and work on my novel this month. I've kind of neglected it for the last couple of months and I really want to get back into it. So we're getting a head start this weekend and going to do a little bit of writing. So I thought that I would just take you on a day in my life as I try to work on this novel, and the goal is to finish it by the end of this year. So I need to make some progress because I'm still only in Act 1 of it right now and need to at least make my way over to Act 2 soon. First things first, I'm actually going to go on a quick little walk outside. I'm not going to listen to any music or have any like podcasts or audiobooks playing, and then I'm going to sit outside for a little bit and read my current read, which is Vintage Contemporaries. I'm trying to finish this week. I'm about halfway through it right now, so that is the current goal. I want to just get some of the like inspiration and creativity flowing first before I get into writing. So we're going to ease into it a little bit by doing these things first. And then I'm going to come back. I think I'm going to make myself a second coffee of the day because my first one was really good. And I just like having something to sip on while I write. And then we're finally going to get into it and just write for an hour or two and see how much I'm able to get done in that time. All right, let's go. Alright, we have made it to my desk and I'm about to sit down and write. It's 11:30. I'm gonna do a 1-hour writing session. I have all the essentials with me. I just made myself another iced coffee. This is a maple blueberry latte. It tastes delicious. I just made my own blueberry syrup for the first time. I'm obsessed. I'm definitely going to be making that again. And then I also just have a taller glass of water with me because you need to stay hydrated too. The coffee is good because it is like the fun drink, but you also need to make sure that you're replenishing your water. I have my little commonplace notebook where I just write down a lot of different character ideas, name ideas, things that I want to remember for the novel in here. So I have it on hand just in case. And then I also have this notebook, which is used for like my to-do list, but it also has a notes section, and I keep this next to me so that in case if I ever like get distracted and want to remember something, I can just jot it down in the notes and then I can get back to writing instead of like going and immediately doing that thing, which happens a lot. So if you're someone who procrastinates and gets distracted, I highly recommend keeping a little to-do list notebook next to you at all times that you can just put those little thoughts that come into your brain into. And then I have my iPad right here. I'm just going to put on some like quiet jazz music to play while I work. Sometimes I'll listen to a Spotify playlist that I made specifically for this novel, but right now I just want to listen to like a lo-fi cafe type vibe. We're gonna do two 25-minute sprints and my goal is to write 1,000 words today, so let's see if I can achieve that. Alright, I just finished the first 25-minute sprint and I wrote 419 words, so I didn't exactly hit my 1,000 word goal yet, but I did get a little distracted in this sprint, so I'm hoping that with the second one I can write a little over 500 words and we will hit that 1,000 word goal, but we shall see. Let's go right back into it. 2 is done, and I wrote 596 words in this session, which means my total for the day is 1,015 words. The entire novel currently sits at 11,699 words. I am still in Act 1. I have 2, 4, 5 chapters left to write in this act, but I'm definitely underwriting quite a bit, and I'm going to have to go back after I'm done and add a few more scenes, add some more depth to some of the characters, and just really beef this book up a little bit. I've definitely found that I am much more of an underwriter than an overwriter, which I think makes things easier. I feel like from every author that I've listened to in like interviews and just different talks that they've done, that cutting things is a lot harder than adding things in, and I do prefer it this way. I love the editing process. I love going back in once the entire like very rough draft is done, and you know, adding some more details, flowering up the writing a little bit, putting in some hints and foreshadowing, because once the entire novel is done, you know where it's leading to. Whereas sometimes if I add too many things into the beginning, I'd then have to like make sure I take them out everywhere else if they don't make sense anymore. So I like doing it this way, and I'm okay with it, but it is a little bit of a slower process for me for sure. Anyway, it is now a little after 12:30 and I am starving, so I'm going to go make myself a nice big lunch, and we're gonna call it a day for the rest of the day. I hope you enjoyed this cozy little writing vlog. I know it was a short one today, but I'm really happy with the progress that I did make, so definitely check back in. I'm sure I'm going to keep updating you guys in the coming months. Talk to you soon. Bye.